currently sitting around the 213 mark. We've hit a little bit lower than that also, but been floating right around there. So, down 30, 33, 34 pounds. So talk to me a little bit, describe kind of where you were before you started, both mentally and physically, and then I also want to hear about the difference in how you feel now, both mentally and physically.
So before starting body ops, I was low self-esteem, beat myself up, but I had also just went through a recent knee procedure. And so before that procedure, I had lost probably 30 pounds for the procedure, and then I gained it all right back. And so I didn't know how to lose it again, because the way I lost it before was intermittent fasting, and that's not sustainable for what I go through. And so it's just like I needed something. I needed guidance. I've tried dietary things. I've tried different exercise programs and diet programs and meal plans and stuff. And I didn't know where to go. And so I found this program online through a TikTok ad. Like, who would have thought that a TikTok ad would have led me to this? And I was like, you know what? I've spent money in all other kinds of ways. Let's just try it and see what happens. And so after I started the program, I was skeptical. I was really skeptical.
I remember our first call.
They encouraged me to go with the more one-on-one approach because of how skeptical I was. And so I was like, you know what? Let's just try it out. I didn't realize that I was signing up for 26 weeks initially. I was like, yeah, if it doesn't work, I'll give it 3 months. And then I realized that I was actually stuck for 26 weeks. And I was like, well, we're doing this. And I'm truly blessed. I'm truly grateful. And I actually feel like I'm doing this to my standards, something that works with me, not just, well, here's a meal plan. Here's the meals that you need to prep and prepare and do. And here's the workouts that you need to prep and prepare and do. Like, you have literally been able to work with me each step of the way, give me different options, give me different choices. And if there's an exercise that I didn't like, or that's something that just made me really uncomfortable, you were able to work with me and change it. And I am truly grateful for where this program has brought me mentally, physically.
I know you and I were having a conversation a couple days ago, and you jumped on the treadmill, hadn't ran in years, right? Yeah, you hadn't ran in years, and you messaged me, I just ran a mile without stopping. And that was without training for it, right? That's not us getting on a treadmill and running every day, because I think what we've done is be able to pick something that you feel good about doing as far as workouts. And then you can go jump on, and you're now in good enough shape that you can go jump on a treadmill and run for a mile without stopping. You said what, the last time you ran?
9 years ago.
Yeah, I was going to say, was it
2014.
2014. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. What branch of military were you in?
I was in the Army. I was stationed in Fort Lewis, Washington, and I was a combat medic. So
okay. How long did you serve as a combat medic?
4 years, 1 month, 1 day, 3 hours and 20 minutes.
I
didn't want to get out. I got injured. I had a permanent profile, so they wouldn't allow me to run again.
Yeah. And lucky you now. But anyways.
2 knee surgeries, active duty, and then 2 knee surgeries after I got out. And I finally feel like my knee is in a place where I can work out again.
Yeah. As far as your knee health too, so 2 surgeries, like you said, right? What do you think has been kind of a turning point in developing the health of not obviously your physical health, but your knee, getting your knee back to where it is?
The strength, because I always wanted to run, because I loved running when I was in the military. I loved it. I ran before the military, ran in the military. It made me feel good. And then so every time I would go to run, it would be like I'd run a half of a lap, half of a
Yeah.
quarter mile, an eighth of a mile. And I would be in so much pain and just so defeated and so broken. Like, I haven't ran this entire time with you at all.
Yeah.
I've been walking in the mornings. I've been doing my push and pulls and stuff, my full bodies and stuff.
Yep.
And I think building that strength up without having the thought or the discouragement of not being able to run. And so when I was, because I wanted to start running again, and I know I did it without your permission, but or without your guidance.
Yeah, you're okay. Yeah.
And so I was just like, I just want to see if I can do it. Before I even start to talk to him about, running more, let's just see if I can do it. And I did it, and it was amazing. And I think it all it all came from the weeks of strengthening that leg, because I've never had the opportunity to strengthen that leg.
Well, yeah, and I think that something a lot of people misconstrue is like, oh, the easiest way to lose weight is I have to do cardio, right? I have to go run, I have to go jump on an elliptical, I have to go spend an hour or two doing this and like running and doing something that I don't enjoy.
Yeah.
And
the thing I like most about this program, most of all, is you gave me a list of good foods, even though I deleted most of them. I wish I could have that list back. But you gave me a list of good foods, and you said, here is your protein total, here is your carb total, here is your fat total. You make those numbers work. You didn't give me a meal plan. You didn't tell me I have to prep olive oil and egg whites and wheat toast. No, you said, this is what your options are. Make this work. And I've been able to put together my own food plan. And I feel like that's the one piece that I've made mine. Even though I'm doing your workouts, even though I'm sticking to your calories, the food is still mine, and I don't have to eat stuff that I don't like.
Yeah, you get to enjoy food that you actually like, right? Yeah, that's huge. Well, I want to ask you one more thing before we jump off here, but it's more for anybody that, is really, if they thought they were on the fence about joining the program or anything, what would you tell someone who was on the fence about joining?
When it comes to losing weight and getting in shape and having exercise and doing things to better me, it takes being vulnerable. It takes trusting. And when it came to this program, I was vulnerable. I took a leap of faith, and I trusted in what this program basically sold me. And I'm not going anywhere else. I am so happy with what has been given to me. I'm so happy with my coach. I'm so happy with the monthly meetings that we have. And I feel like it is a genuine family, even though it is a business, even though it does cost money, I'm paying for service, and the service has been so good to me, and the service has been so good to who I am and what I believe I can do, that it's worth every penny. I am blessed, and I'm grateful to be a part of something bigger than me, and to be a part of other people's journeys, because I'm not just a part of my journey, I'm a part of other people's journeys who are also doing this program with me, who the group chats that we have, the monthly meetings are so amazing to my fitness journey, because my fitness journey is by myself. I've got myself here. With this group, I can be the person that I want to be.